bit I'm going to read to you, I'm going to read number 2, which is here, number 2 on page 22 if you've got the book, guys. And it's called Shinobi no Kigen, and concerning the origin of Shinobi. So eager tradition says, according to the upper scroll of records of ancient matters, the god Susanoo changed Princess Kushinada into a magic comb and put the comb in his hair. The comb was called, I'm going to pronounce that, I hate it, Yutsutsumagushi. So, and next, Susanoo exterminated Yamata Orochi, the 8-headed snake. This is the very origin of ninjutsu, the arts of the shinobi. So, there's the god, guys. You're probably a little bit confused at that, but what happens is there was a god, yeah, in the ancient myth of the God's Age, and the god was, there was a sort of like sacrifice to an 8-headed serpent. So imagine sort of like the Hydra and Jason and the Argonauts, it's exactly what you're doing. And the girl's chained up or she's under the water, I can't remember, she's on a rock I think, I've read the originals. And this god said, I will save him. So what he does is he changes the princess into a comb and he puts the comb in his hair. And then, so this is the transformation, the principle of transformation. He then goes down and he feeds strong wine to this demon serpent with 8 heads. And the demon serpent is all intoxicated and he chops the heads off. But it was the transformation he used that got him in there. It was the idea that he snuck in, where there was transformation, there was infiltration. The serpent didn't realise he was an enemy and he was feeding him poison or liquor or strong alcohol. So you've got to, guys, while that, most people just read that and go, oh, okay, think about it. The eager traditions consider that transformation, infiltration and poison or intoxication are parts of ninjutsu. But not only that, oh actually I'll do the next one then we'll do that bit. Right, Koka traditions say, according to the lower scroll of the same writing above, a god sent a bird called Nanashi no Kigishi, which means a common pheasant of no name. This bird was sent to investigate how a god sent years beforehand was behaving on earth. This is the origin of shinobi. Now, I don't know. So sorry, I'll just read the next bit. So another guy of Koka, basically Koka continues with, our shinobi originated in the age of the gods, and their skills have been passed down until today, even across this extensive period of time. Although it's rare that lineages should last so long, this actually is the case with ours. This is because the shinobi arts are military skills which have their roots in the divine and are not human affairs, as those military tactics in other countries. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the nameless pheasant. The idea is that a nameless pheasant was sent to spy on somebody, on another god. Right? Remember, the gods keep coming into this. A nameless pheasant. Yeah? Basically, someone without name, someone without identity was sent to bring back information. This is in the age of the gods. This is when gods are on the earth and they're sending animals to interact and the animals talk and things like that. So, however, later on, Chikamatsu says he doesn't agree with the pheasant story because a pheasant of no name should not be the originator of ninjutsu. That means that a low-class person should not do ninjutsu or should not be seen as an important part of ninjutsu. So there, if we go back over that, basically, both Iga and Koga think our skills are from divine origin. This is extremely important in the principles of understanding ninjutsu, is that Iga and Koga believe it's divine. You, if you're listening to this in English, came from a Christian background, yeah? And no matter if you're an atheist or whatever, you have the laws, the land you live in has a lot of Christianity embedded into it. So you've got to imagine that no Christianity, none of it exists. There is no black magic in the world, there's just, the gods. And what that means is that this is divine. This is like ninjutsu was given to you by Jesus Christ. It's like saying God came to us, and he gave us ninjutsu, yeah? If I say it like that, you get the connotations. So what they're saying is this God gave us ninjutsu. This was the start of our ninjutsu. And Kimura is saying our lineage goes back to, it's not from China, it goes back to the age of the gods. Of course it doesn't, you know, gods weren't really walking the earth, and you know, you can't argue that, and it probably came from China. But the point is that they, as samurai warriors, are indulging in their profession with divine protection. Okay? So, the first thing you should do is, I'm going to close this video now, the first thing you should do is remember that principle of ninjutsu is secrecy and endurance. Secondly, it is a gift from the gods, and its secrets should be held as divine. Okay? That is how Iga and Koga see their Shinobi no Jutsu. Okay, my name's Anthony Cummins. The book is now available, of course. Free stuff on my website. I hope you keep up with this series. I'll try and get as many done as possible. See you later, guys.